Oh, wait, Raptors fan. Yeah, we running through the 6 out here, my dude. Huge Raptor fan for life. All right. Huge you too. Ah, man. All right. This is Raptor talk time. Let's go. Video games, get that garbage out of here. Ugh. And you unboxed the new graphics card. Yeah, we got a 3060 Ti as well. But Raptors. Zach Bussey, tell me your history on all the Raptor things. Unless you want to see the graphics card, we can talk about that too. Raptors. I used to watch the basketball in the early 90s. Michael Jordan was my favorite player, and I was like, I wish we had a team in Toronto. And then the Raptors happened. Well, Toronto NBA team. And I still remember the day in the Toronto Sun where they had the ballots and you could vote on the names. And I definitely voted Raptors and mailed that in. So I go back that far. Last 5 years, you've had season tickets. Dude, that's awesome. My cousin also, yeah, JF Raptor also has season tickets as well. Shared season ticket holder. I have way too much Raptor clothes. The last jersey I bought was a Siakam. I wish he played a little better in the playoffs this year, but that's okay. That's okay. He'll be better this time around. And yeah, going to games. I've been to a lot. I don't have season tickets, but I've seen almost every team in the NBA at this point play against the Raptors. This season didn't really. Yeah, I know, right? We were on a hot streak. The bubble thing happened. Pascal wasn't really playing basketball during the pandemic. You know what? The title should be here. Oh, dude, actually, because you mentioned it. Because my cousin, do you watch Open Gym at all? Because our cousin Jeff is the producer on Open Gym. And do I have the picture here? Oh, there it is. You see it, yeah. There I am holding the Larry OB. He had it. He brought it to his house, and then a whole bunch of us got to go to the house and hold it. It was awesome. So, yeah, me and Larry. I know we had to send him to LA, but one of these days we'll get him back. That's crazy. Yeah, it was probably one of the highlights of 2020. One of the few highlights of 2020. Unfortunately, in light of all the other things, it kind of went downhill after I held the trophy. But hey, we got to hold the trophy, and a lot of us got to take pictures with it and stuff. So that was fantastic. And yeah, getting to watch the Raptors win the championship last year was such a high. Unfortunately, I wasn't in the country for that, but I did have a unique experience where we were cheering them on from England. I went to a Filipino artist panel thing earlier this year, and a bunch of people were like, "You're related to Jeff?" Oh man, that was insane. Yeah, wow, yeah, family legend Jeff. Shout outs to Jeff over at Open Gym. Air horns up for him. Yeah, that Raptors run was amazing. You were downtown, poured into the streets. I wish we were there, but we had a unique experience. We bought tickets to go to England because there was a Spice Girls concert happening, and like this was in January when we bought the tickets. And you know, can I just change the topic? Hold on. We're gonna change this Raptor talk. And just changing some stuff here on Twitch, just chatting. Here we go. All right. So this is a just chat, absolutely a just chatting stream now. So in January, I think it was in January, Spice Girls tickets in England went on sale. My wife got tickets for like the second last show, Wembley Stadium. Didn't think anything of it. Why would we worry about anything happening in June? Raptors make a deep run. All of a sudden, the trip's coming up. We're in the NBA Finals, and I'm like, oh no, we're not going to be in the country for this. And so it ended up that Game 6, Raptors-Warriors, was taking place at 1 o'clock in the morning in England. And there was only one place in London that was showing it. There was a casino that's open 24 hours. And before that, it was the Spice Girls concert. So at like 6 o'clock, we head over to Wembley Stadium, watch the Spice Girls till like 11-ish. Then we hop on the train, we go to the casino, we hold up the spot, and there's like a couple of hundred Raptor fans in the casino. There's a couple of Golden State Warrior fans too. And it was an amazing time. We sang "Oh Canada" when they won. Lots of cheering, screaming, and by the end, it's like 5 o'clock in the morning. We've been up for over 24 hours, and we're just like, we did the thing. We did it. Just a wonderful, amazing time. And then watching the videos and the photos of the city being completely flooded with people was phenomenal. Now you know what you got to do to let the Raptors win. Leave the country. Feels bad, man. No, we're not going to do that. Well, I mean, it might time out that way, but yeah. If that's what it takes, then maybe. I was in the country this year when they lost, and that's too bad. So maybe I should. Well, we couldn't have left. It was pandemic season. That was fun though. That was a lot of fun. Raptors. It's gonna be weird. They kept Fred going into next season, and I'm glad that they kept Fred. Kind of sad we lost Mark. Really sad we lost Serge. I understand though. I understand. The Serge wanted some more job security, and we've been saving all our cap for Giannis. So, you know, I wish Serge and Mark all the best. You were crazy enough to go to Oakland for Game 4 of the finals, then flew home and went to Game 5 of the finals at home. Such a whirlwind. Insane. We got some young bucks though. Yeah. Shout outs to Chris Boucher, Aaron Baines, Alex Len, Bembry, I think is the name as well. We'll be okay. I don't think this is a championship year, but as long as we're competitive, I'll be all right. And you know, I'll never forget. It's been a good stretch of being a Raptors fan in a post. Like in I guess after the Rudy Gay trade, really, in a post-Rudy Gay world, the Raptors have been great, like winning season after. Yeah, the Bargnani were. Oh man. Oh, can I actually hold on? Steph's gonna hate me for dragging Andrea Bargnani here, but one sec. Turkle. Oh man, let me zoom in here. We've got the Andrea Bargnani bobblehead. I don't remember what game we got this from, but a Raptors prize possession in the house. Primo Pasta himself. You believed in Bargnani so much longer than you should have. We all wanted to believe. He had the physical tools. He was 7 feet tall. He could shoot threes. He was basically Dirk Nowitzki, but it didn't work out. It's actually, I've heard this story. This might be urban legend. This might be true. Part of the reason I could be, so grain of salt, all of this next part I'm about to say. I have read that part of why Brian Colangelo was so hot on Andrea Bargnani was that he had these amazing psychological score tests. And it was this whole thing of like how people handle stress and handle pressure. And Andrea Bargnani was just like flatline off the, like, zero readings whatsoever of just like, it doesn't matter if it's like a crazy exciting situation or a crazy bad situation. He's just at the same level all the time. And as it turns out, it wasn't because he was, you know, just an even keel dude. He just kind of didn't care at all, win or lose. And really wish we could have seen some more fire and passion in his game. Maybe he would have gotten farther, but he just kind of phoned it in all the time. And it showed in his gameplay, absolutely. I want to actually have a Bargnani IRL story. So my now wife and I, we went to the same program. We went to school at Seneca for advertising, and we were volunteers at Marketing Week. It was being hosted at the Weston Harbor Castle. And I got there a little late. Steph came down the elevator, and I was checking in. You're a Seneca, Newton, Markham alum? Oh man, yeah, Seneca air horns up. Actually, you get the special air horn here too. Seneca, Newnham, Markham. I did not go to Markham. I went to Newnham though. No, I didn't do either of those. I went to Seneca at York. Marketing and Min, awesome. And I was in the process of checking into the hotel, and my mom ran up, was Chat. I'm like, what? And she was like, Andrea Bargnani's here. Like, wait, what? And I look, Andrea Bargnani's walking behind, like, past me in the hotel, and then towards the elevator. Steph gets out of the elevator, and they cross paths. And my mom and I are freaking out, and Steph just thought we were really excited to see her. And we're like, no, it's Andrea Bargnani. She's like, wait, what? That was a moment. And then Steph got really into basketball after that, and I know she still has a soft spot in her heart for Bargnani, but yeah, that was quite the moment, just seeing Andrea Bargnani in the hotel, crossing paths with him. The last interaction we had, oh man, this is such a I have to take the phone out. Because of Jeff, we had, doesn't she have a Bargnani jersey? I think she does. The other crazy family story, and all the cousins were there. Bruno Caboclo came to our Thanksgiving one year. Can I pull up that picture? Yeah, because I don't remember the exact details. JF Raptor, you probably can tell the story better than I can. But I think it was after practice, Thanksgiving in Canada. Bruno had nowhere to go, and Jeff and Ariana invited him to your parents' place, and then he just showed up at the house and took pictures with everybody. Oh man, speaking of project busts, what's his name? Bruno Caboclo. I've blanked on it. Bruno Caboclo, the Brazilian Kevin Durant. Where is in Durham? Yeah, he came to your parents' house. There it is. Okay, there's the picture. Here we go. Oh, that is not Bruno Caboclo. That is Bruno Caboclo right there. Still with the Rockets. Yeah, there's, oh man, baby Kai in the back. So yeah, he was a really nice dude from the little bit I interacted with him that day. 2 years from 2 years ago. Oh no. Yeah, such a crazy thing. Just random NBA players showing up at the house. Yeah, you take that back, Fakos. Bruno is technically, he's kind of family, right? He shows up to your Thanksgiving. He's family. Oh man, what other Raptor stories, just like crazy stuff that's happened or been a part of? Being at the very first Raptors game, he ate our food. Yeah, there's that whole thing. He said, I know you got, like, when he went to the backyard, he answered a bunch of personal questions about like his feeling on the team and wanting more playing time and stuff like that. I can't. That is hearsay. I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole. There might actually be some stuff I shouldn't say. But yeah, I did end up seeing him a bunch in the 905. I do, like, my wife and I would go to Raptors 905 games, and I did stream one. I kind of want the G League to come back so I can stream those games on Twitch. That was a lot of fun doing that, but yeah, for the time, like, I don't know if G League's coming back this year. I'm gonna guess yes. Masai was at Jeff's wedding. Oh yeah, I have that picture too. Where did Bruno happen after or before Jeff's wedding? When did they get married, BT Dubs? Did that happen before I got married? No, Steph and I were married by then. Now I'm just quickly browsing through my life to find the picture of me with Masai. Masai was 2015. Okay. 2018. So we gotta go back. Good thing I don't post much on Instagram. So this shouldn't be too hard, and I'll know it when I see him. Lots of Pokemon Go, some Street Fighter clips from when I used to play in tournament. Steph and I getting married. Baby Kira, Hawaii. That was pretty cool. The Street Fighter Championships. Yeah, I'm trying to... I don't want to, like, scroll through my entire personal Instagram here while we dig up a picture of myself with Masai Ujiri. 2015. Oh, here it is. Here we go. There we go. I'm sorry I cropped everybody else out of this picture. This was a big family photo, and I know, kind of doxing myself too. We'll probably... Yeah. But there it is. The man, the myth, the legend, Masai Ujiri. He was a cool dude. Man, I'm very happy for Jeff getting married to Ariana that day. But yeah, when Masai Ujiri came into the wedding, it was just like, oh my god, it's him. I was very starstruck. I had no idea. I was just like, oh man, if there's just like an opportunity to talk. And I think it was Tito Wally who eventually was like, Jet, just come with me. And I was like, okay. And then he introduced me to Masai, and then the entire family came in. And we all took a big photo, and then I cropped everybody else out of that picture. It's fine. It's fine. Smart move. Yeah. I got to meet him first, so I was the one right in the... I shook his hand to introduce yourself, that's about it. And you don't blame me? Okay. Family cramping my style. No, they're great. I actually don't know where the group shot is of this. I'm sure I could dig it up, but it's fine. Fine. Other, like, Raptor stories. Man, I got to see the very first game I went to. Like, I remember it vividly because it was in Maple Leaf Gardens of all places, where they hardly ever played. My mom got tickets through her work. We got to sit, like, 5th row on the corner, and it was the Raptors versus a rookie Allen Iverson on the Sixers. And the Raptors won, but Allen Iverson dropped 45. So I got the best of both worlds on that day. It was great. And since then, just watching and talking about practice. Oh, I loved Allen Iverson. I think in retrospect, I don't think his game would hold up very well in the... I don't know. Would it? I know he wasn't great at the training. His jump shot was not great. But, like, that guy was so cool and he played so hard. And in terms of his influence on, like, popular culture of the NBA, like, unparalleled. That guy was the icon. That crossover, that crossover was so good. How are they gonna ban the Allen Iverson crossover and let the James Harden step back work? Iverson never lifted weight. I am not surprised that Iverson never lifted weights. You and your friends were all on board talking about how the Raptors should get him 1 year. I forget when. That would have... But the circumstances would have enabled it to happen. I mean, a washed Allen Iverson was, like, not good. It would have been fun to have him, but after the 76ers, he was just not the same. I mean, in a world where the Raptors did get Hakeem Olajuwon of all people, man, that was a mistake for everybody involved. But we did. We got Kawhi Leonard for a year and won a chip. So, I mean, anything can happen. Anything can happen. I still miss DeMar, though. I love that we got the championship and the parade and the trophy, and I get my picture with the trophy and all that. I wish we could have found a way to work it out with DeMar, though. Like, ultimately, it was the right thing to do to let him go. I wish him well wherever he ends up. I don't think he ends up in Toronto again, but he'll always be one of, if not my favorite Raptor, for his amazing ability, and I think how much he loved the city and the team and really wanted to stay here forever. Because it's tough. No one wants to stay with the Raptors. Everybody leaves. Serge loved Toronto, and I always wanted to go, like, love the city, and like he was so ingrained in the culture and eating at Rolson and all that. That one hurt a lot, watching him go. And I mean, he probably would have stayed if we gave him more money and more job security, but it was just unfortunate that it worked out the way it did. And other things that could have happened. The Raptors made a big run. They made that run at Steve Nash. Imagine that. The year where Steve Nash throws out his back and has to retire. He could have done that in a Raptors jersey instead. And then we had to settle for the consolation prize that is Kyle Lowry. What could have been? What could have been? It's pointless, but I wish we got the Vince reunion tour season. I would have liked that too. Guess Serge is no longer endorsing Nova's winter coats. Man, remember? Oh, geez. CJ Miles and the GoDaddy. Oh. And then, like, halfway through the campaign, like, damn, how many cameras do you have? I have 3 cameras. I have this main cam here. I've got room cam here. These are both webcams. It's nothing crazy. This third cam is my phone, and I move it around from stream to stream. Jamario Moon. Oh, Jamario Moon had hops. That guy could fly. Not much else. Well, not much else, but he did some stuff. He did some cool stuff. One of the rough things about 3 camera, there's a lot of effects tied to the cameras, and I have to program all those independent of one another. I'm sure someone will now take the cue to do it, spend their points on it, but yeah. Jamario Moon, that was a weird era. Who else was in like the dark post, like that was Chris Bosh era, right? Jeez. That was the Jose Calderones and the I liked Jose. I was mad that we won. I was mad that Jose was getting relegated to the bench when Kyle got to the team, because I thought Jose was better. At the time, it felt that way. Somewhere right now, a kid in high school just pump faked, and Jamario Moon just jumped out of his chair, not knowing. Yeah. You still have your Jose bobblehead. Bargnani, Bosch, Calderon, Ford, Garbajosa, Jalen Rose, Rafer Alston, man, and one legend, Rafer Alston, was in a Toronto Raptors jersey. Master P, Percy Miller himself, was in a Raptors jersey at one point. Joey Graham, Carlos Delfino, Jason Capono, 3-point champ. We've had some names, the Hidu Turkoglu's. Alonzo Mourning didn't want to show up, but technically was a Raptor. We had... Who's the other one? Sean Marion was technically a Raptor. Garbo was amazing. That injury, oh gosh, one of the... Ugh. Don't want to... You hate to see it. You hate to see it. Yeah, one of those things. You still have your signed Jason Capono jersey. Awesome. Yeah, those were some dark times. Patrick O'Brien. I actually saw him in college. Patrick O'Brien, when the one year my uncle took some of my cousins and I to watch March Madness, and Patrick O'Brien was playing on, I don't remember what school it was, but I saw him play in the NCAA in March Madness before the NBA. Pops Mensa Butts. Oh man, I just pull up the list of all the players. Rasho Nesterovich. Who could forget Chuck Hayes, Sharon Wright, Keon Clark? Just all the name drops, and it's fun. Like a whole bunch of names that if you don't watch Raptors basketball, then it's just like, what, who, why? And then Raptors fans like, oh yeah, I remember Keon Clark had crazy ops and those crazy long arms, and he smoked cigarettes in the shower and all this other weird stuff. They'll throw cupcakes at Oliver Miller. That doesn't sound surprising at all. Oliver Miller. At my first Raptors game, Oliver Miller played, and I still remember being amazed that he was able to like grab the rim without like going, without jumping, without on his tippy toes or anything, just flat foot, just grab it. Speaking of physical freaks, since we're talking, and this is kind of tangentially related, do I if I posted it on my personal feed, we would have, it's probably going to show up a lot higher than, oh yeah, here we go. Can we watch this mixtape I made? I hope I didn't put any music on this. I don't want to eat a DMCA for my my Taco Fall mixtape. 905. This was, I think, the last game we went to. Physical specimens right here. How tall is Taco Fall? Like 7'7" or something like that? Look at this man go. And Kyle Lowry still got that pass over top of him. And OG hit the game winner. But yeah, seeing Taco Fall live, it's fascinating. Like some of the fascinating human. Saw Zion Williams play in this gym as part of Duke. That was nuts. And whoa, Taco Fall with the block. So much Raptors. I'm really glad though that we got to see them win a championship. February 27th. It feels like multiple years ago. What? That was actually this year? Hold on. Going back. That was yeah, that was just before things went down. I got to see Taco Fall this year. Jeez. Huh. Okay. Didn't realize it was that recent of a highlight. Wow. That's crazy. You've been covering the coronavirus for a month at that point. Gee, wow. Yeah, and I mean, I guess, yeah, back in the day when it was like, oh, it's just a thing that's in China, and it's gonna be fine once we get here, right? Still out of it. Such a lost year in terms of how things flow. Agreed. Like, some of my family, like JF Raptor, I have not seen her since the pandemic started. I haven't been inside my parents' house since this started. Did you see the Raptors Dinosaur Tampa jersey? Yeah, I did see that. It looks really bittersweet. I don't like, I hate the fact that it's Tampa, but it does look nice. I'm very sad of the Tampa era of the Raptors. It's just irrational fear that like we'd lose the team. I know we're not gonna lose. We're never gonna lose the team at this point. But I don't like the idea of them not playing at home. And well, we should have expected it when the Blue Jays didn't get to play at home, and now the Raptors are coming back during a time when the virus is at its new peak. Like, it's not gonna happen, and it's probably for the best. And yeah, in terms of like lost years, I hardly leave the house anymore. This is where I spend most of my day, whether it's work or streaming stuff. don't really see family much outside of like Zoom calls and not a lot of sun. But it is what it is. And the vaccine coming soon, depending on where you are. Apparently the States is getting it this month. Canada probably gonna have to wait a couple more months. An experience we all have this time next year will be different. I hope so. I hope so. I really hope so. And it's gonna be a fascinating time. Like, when we look back on this, when future generations, when we are all elderly and kids are reading about this year in textbooks, it's gonna be like, oh man, grandpa, you actually lived through that. And I'll be like, yeah, it sucked. It sucked real bad. You want one of each vaccine. Shaking off the pandemic fears will take major time. Absolutely. I gotta probably still be wearing a mask for the foreseeable future and limiting the amount of time I spend in malls and stores, and probably slow to reintegrate with my family and things, but you know, we'll get there. Raps will be back in the playoffs this upcoming season. Yeah, probably. Won't be till late 2022 or 2023 before the world is immunized. Yeah. And I remember, like, the lack of foresight we had back then, where my work was like, yeah, we're gonna shut down for 2 weeks. We'll be back in the office at the end of the month. And then I started seeing articles of like, yeah, this is gonna take like 2 years to work through. I'm like, really? 2 years? Nah, it can't be that bad. No, it was worse than I thought. It was worse than I think most of us could have ever imagined. And here we are, and I think at this point we all know people who've gotten it. Some people still have lingering effects. Some people are no longer here with us, RIP. It's devastating what's happened to the world. A true battle. You can't complain about the fact that saving a lot of money as a result of not buying Raptors tickets. You're gonna miss going to a Raptors game. Save up for when they come back. You can upgrade to even better seats when the time comes. And I remember that, like, we were supposed, the day that like the league shut, well, not the day, the week the league was shut down, you and I were supposed to go watch the Raptors versus Pistons, like their next game. And I remember, like, as things were like starting to snowball and things started to get really bad, I was like, I don't know if I feel comfortable going to the arena, like going to Scotiabank to watch this game in light of all this stuff happening. And then the league was just like, no, we're pulling the plug. So I didn't have to make that choice. You're going to have problems having a normal face-to-face convo and thinking about all the spit particles hitting your face. Yeah. Masks for the foreseeable future. Even when we see Steph's family, like, we've been fortunate that they have a big property, like an acre backyard, and they have some coverage, but yeah, it's still like masks on all the time. I haven't seen my family without masks on. You think the masks are a great thing? I hope we keep them for flu season. I would be more open to that. Absolutely. Now that we know the benefits of the mask and we've all gotten comfortable with it. November through March mask. Yeah, I've got Raptor masks too. I got a bunch of those, championship ones even. But yeah, cheers to staying healthy and not getting sick. I've been trying really hard to avoid being in situations that put me at risk, but you never know. Like, stuff around here, there was a McDonald's a couple of weeks ago we went to, and the drive-thru was closed, and we were like, what? Go look at the sign on the door. Hey, we're closed for a deep cleaning. A deep cleaning was the term they used, and then we knew. And yeah, we looked at the news and like, yeah, they got hit. I mean, I hope they're okay, but like, it's not you don't have to look far in anywhere you are in the world for cases to impact people. Being a Raptors fan has kept the depression away. Seriously, it was exciting to watch the Raptors again in the bubble, and they were continuing to win, and OG hitting that shot was really great. And I think as a means of, you know, taking our minds off the scariness of the world for a couple of hours at a time, and maybe more, because like you're still like talking with other people about what's going to happen this season, and are we going to keep are we going to get Giannis or not, all that stuff. It helps to cope with, you know, the horrifying reality that is our world right now. Do you guys think we're getting Giannis? Seriously? I know the Raptors have structured their deals in such a way that even if he signs, we still have we have the package of players we can send that equals like exactly his salary. I remember reading that on NBA Reddit. I would like for him to come here too. It would be nice, but we'll see. We'll see. It would be such a coup if we could steal from Milwaukee. And it's weird, like I'm used to us losing the big time star, but to steal it from a smaller market team, that would be being on the other end of that exchange is so great in a post Kawhi Leonard world. Like, you think the Kawhi return is just as likely as the Giannis signing? Kawhi I mean, he does have one more guaranteed year with the Clippers, and if they don't get it done, he could dip. We know Kawhi's daughter and Masai's son are very close, and he knows that he can win in Toronto. Or he has won in Toronto. I don't know with whatever roster we have at that point if it's still going to be championship worthy, but we'll see. I mean, this might be a dumb question, but would you guys be all right with Kawhi coming back? I would be fine. I'm still a little butthurt that he left, but I understand that he wanted to go home to LA, and he made some supposedly made some very unreasonable requests from the Raptors, and it was best that he went and did his thing. But if he wants to come back under reasonable terms, even if that means max money and he's still worth it, like, yeah, sure, I'll take him. JF Raptor, you would? Great. And it's funny just building. It reminds me like the earliest days of the Raptors, where shoutouts to my friend Gandhi, and he would tell me stuff like, I heard this is like, I mean, the internet was a thing. I don't think he got these from me. I don't know where he got these from. He would tell me these things of like, there's rumors that like Michael Jordan's gonna come to the Raptors, or Shaq was going to the Raptors. Like, no, Michael Jordan and Shaq are not coming to the Raptors. Would have been cool though, either of them. Apparently Scottie Pippen almost ended up at the Raptors for Tracy McGrady in a trade. That would have been something. Oh, how did we list off all those Raptor names and not name? Well, I know why we didn't name Tracy McGrady, because yeah, he ended up being a Hall of Fame caliber player, but mostly for things he did not on the Raptors. You gotta step off for now, but appreciate the convo. Great fun stream. You have an excellent command of a stream. We'll definitely back again. Awesome. Thank you, Zach. Thank you for all that you do with your Twitch news and the Twitter. I'm gonna give you some air horns here. And thanks for the Raptors chat. We don't talk about the Raptor stuff, but I have like this banner. I mean, just like in real life, the banner will always be here. I switch up the stuff every month, but I will take any excuse to talk about Raptor stuff anytime. Take care, Zach. And I think we can probably drop by. Des is still streaming, right? I think Switch to Decaf is still on. Let's go visit her. Yeah, Des is still on. You guys want to go watch some Dead by Daylight? Go raid, panty raid, even. Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up here. Thank you so much, guys, for hanging out. Let's go raid Des. We'll be back on Sunday playing some Tetris 99. Oh, you'll join for the raid. All right, let's go get those points so you can get that shiny Snorlax. Let's go raid. Yep. Where do I hit the button? Oh god, I'm such a raid. Switch. I don't have a command for that. I should. Kath. Here we go. She's playing some Dead by Daylight right now. And yeah, let's get out of here. I'm Jet. Thank you. See you guys, son. I'll see you at the other side of Dessa's stream. Let's go, Raiders!